light to come forward to you as it always is. And this is a time, a dark time that needs your radiance, still radiating the light with all your might, still understanding that you're working, that you're needed. As I call you forward here to work with me for a few minutes to remind you of your radiance, to reflect to you the inner light. It's all that matters. Although you might say, well, yes, Chang Fu, but we know we have many things to do on the physical plane. And yes, there are many, well, shall we say, there are threats to so many aspects of life at the moment on so many levels. And you are those who come forward to bring remedy, to bring change, to bring transformation. And sometimes it seems very difficult to keep going, to keep strong, to keep upright. When you feel the amount of challenge and tantamount to attack and negativity that surrounds you at this time. And you wonder, what will it take for there to be freedom again, for there to be spaciousness, peace, love, connection, at-one-ment, everything you always have worked for. It is difficult at times upon the earth when you feel disconnected from the light, when you feel disabled sometimes with what's going on in your world, distanced from the divine, when you feel you don't really have a voice, you feel belittled, undermined, squashed to the side. So what matters is, of course, to counteract that within your heart. Yes, that is a reality that's happening on the outer plane. But you yourselves are always free. Remember, it's life from that point of view of your soul as an extraordinary construct, a concoction, an illusion, a creation. And from that point of view, you can always make another one. You can always step back as we do and look at everything with a wise eye and see, wait a minute, is this making me happy? Is that feeling good? Is this reality really helping me grow? Or do I wish to step back from it and create my own reality? And of course, you know, I'm always going to encourage you to do that. And of course, you can do that in any circumstances, but when you feel your life is tied up in all kinds of considerations and constrictions and belittlements and restrictions, then of course, within you, like any child, you can feel very disempowered and disabled. You need to be in control of your own reality. And however simple a statement that might be, or perhaps however complicated, try very hard with all your heart to come forward into your life with the fullness of your authentic being, with the fullness of you, whether that's, you know, some of that is a little dark, angry emotions, whatever that may be, they need to be real. You have to stand in the truth of your emotional responses to what is in your life presently, because it matters. You have those responses because they do need unpacking and understanding. So right now, have a think within yourself, wherever you are in the world. Can you feel the pressure? Can you feel the opposition, the sense of pushing against something? Well, you're not in illusion. You are. God, Goddess, and all the angelic beings, all the high beings, ascended beings are in a massive process. They haven't given up. They haven't gone anywhere. They're still pushing forward and bringing through to you the authentic truth, each one of you, of where you stand, where you serve, what your creative ideas are, what you're bringing forward into your life. Take a deep breath and really find how you're willing to open up to the wisdom inside you and listen to what your feelings are telling you. And if you don't like what you're feeling, if you're feeling disturbed, uncomfortable, dislocated, disempowered, angry, lost, afraid, that's all right. Those are your human emotions. That does not define who you are, but you do need to take notice of them. Shining the light means also clearing the channels of that light. And oftentimes your negative emotions are actually what you need to own in order to clear those channels. So take a deep breath and understand this is not an illusion that you are in. Well, it is an illusion in a sense, but it's a very powerful illusion that has become a reality. And the way you can work with that to change it is to create a different visualization, a different creation. That is what we've been working on pretty much all year, the previous year. To realize that you are not beholden to other people's creations. You are here on earth to be the creators. You are here to manifest this new world, and you are learning to at the moment, because part of that learning is to feel how you don't want the old one. How, in fact, you feel positively opposed to supporting in any way an old reality which no longer serves you or any of your colleagues, friends, or the earth, or any of the creatures upon the earth. That you are acutely aware of what is right and wrong, and you keep seeing it all around you, both in friends and relations. You keep realizing you're feeling a bit tongue-tied, you can't talk to them, you want to, you don't know how to, and you look out further into perhaps politics or other levels of what is going on, and you feel you don't understand, or perhaps you do understand, or perhaps you just feel, again, out of your depth. Don't worry about it. Be with God, Goddess. Trust the work that you know. Do the work that you know. You are rare. All those who come to listen to one who speaks inner truth from the ascended realms, you are rare. Not everybody wishes to listen to a being who has no body and who comes forward to speak from those ascended realms. Not everybody understands who I am, but you do. And you are working with me, so understand. This is a deep work. It's not ending yet. You can see as you look around you, the new earth is not created yet. But if you also look deep into the hearts and minds of many human souls incarnate upon the earth, you can feel a movement. You can feel something changing. You can feel a rippling. You can also feel a lot of fear that's stopping the realization from rippling out too far. Because you can feel a place within you, perhaps, that you're a little afraid of the truth, perhaps a little afraid of your own power. That's all right, too. Breathe. Give thanks for this being who is you, that you have created. Build him, her stronger with your meditations, with your practices. It's all about a daily meeting on the inside. Nothing is happening that is causal on the outside. Everything on the outside is the result of deep inner work. And I do even mean that in regards to negative energies that are manifesting at this time in your world. Breathe deep, connect with the divine, and know that all is well. Drink into yourself the power of love and divine presence. Trust entirely in your guides and helpers to lead you to the best place for you at this time. Each one is unique and different. You have different needs, different ways that you serve, but you do have needs. So open up to receive everything you need from the divine source. Keep on radiating with all your might. Your might. What is your might? Your strength, your power, your resolve, your will, your intention, personal power. Breathe in that power from inside. It is an inner power. Think what you want to see in the world, the beautiful new earth that you want to create, and the people you want to create it with. Perhaps they are not yet known to you, the people who are coming forward to be in a tribe with you, but they are coming forward. Perhaps they are not where you are physically just now. But notice, you can feel that you are part of a significant tribe of beings. And that with all your heart, you do want to radiate hope, love, light, and divine presence, especially for those who have lost hope, or those who feel in some way oppressed. Whether that is, something that's coming top down, or that's something within them. Well, in many senses, it's always within you, whatever you feel. So today, we just do a meditation that is to do with liberating yourself from any kinds of oppression, of ideas that are not your ideas, that you don't want to manifest some of those ideas or beliefs in your life. You want to manifest beauty, peace, love, freedom, expansion, deep soul connection. You want to radiate the divine light. That's what you want to do, and nothing can stop you. So breathing deep, beloveds. Remember that breathing deep. What does that feel like? Open your chakras, open your heart, open your throat, open your third eye, and feel you're like a concertina. You're opening wide, absorbing all the light you can possibly imagine, all the love and divine presence from many, many, many beings. Breathing it into your body, stretching your body of light, making a real effort to stretch. Sometimes you can use the movements of Tai Chi or Qigong to help emphasize the stretching of your centers, to make more space, to absorb more energy and light into you from within. Feel yourself opening and receiving. Feel yourself giving thanks for all that loving energy from your guides and helpers. Feel yourself smiling inside, knowing that you are master or mistress of your own creation. And you don't have to take anything from anybody. You just need to find the resonance of your being within that is authentic and real for you. That is uplifting and golden and energizing and delightful and expansive for you. You are not forced to have any other experience other than that. So as you breathe and open all your centers, as you recognize your soul light inside you, radiating and expanding, give thanks for your awareness, for your own understanding, for your availability for this work of radiating the light. Of course, there is emotional weather. There is so much for you to respond to, so much challenge. Allow yourself a little slack. That sometimes you get an off day. Sometimes it just feels too much. You want to retreat. You want to hide. Allow yourself inner days where you go inside. All these variations of feelings, of moods, of your personal and emotional reactions to life upon the earth, and especially at this time, they are all valid. They are all necessary, actually. They are telling you different things, both about yourself and about the world and about others who are working with you, how to help each other, how to create this power, and most importantly, how to create community at this time, community of interest, community of attention, community of creativity, how to manifest the strength of community, of at-one-ment, of agreement, because that is so necessary in your world. And that is why we work like that here on this channel, realizing this is the channel for inner truth, the Chong Fu channel, that you have that inner truth within you, that everything you feel, think, see, say, and do is for your highest good, for the highest good of all those around you who need to hear your authentic feelings and expression. And as you bring it forward, you need to know how to move it, how to not get stuck in some of the more negative and limiting emotions that you might be feeling at certain points due to your situation upon the earth. And of course, I've explained a lot for you. But above all, it's the practice. So right now, breathe. The practice is a practice of creation, and every day you have to do it again and connect again and come together again. Almost as though you already live together. You remember those who you choose to be in your circles, your spiritual circles. Some of you already have those circles. Some of you are just creating them. Some of you have been with me a very long time, and you're helping me create them. But for sure, you need those circles of camaraderie, circles of coincidence, of feeling, thinking, of belief and faith. Because being human, you need the reflection of others to strengthen your reflection. You work with mirrors. And as you look into the mirror of what is happening right now, you need strong reflection from inside that tells you someone here has created a lot of illusion, and I'm going to stick with the truth. I'm going to bring forward what I know to be the truth within me. I'm going to radiate my light with all my might. I'm going to learn to do that, come what may. And enjoy opening up to the presence divine, beloved, knowing that is what you need above all in your life, in every day of your life. Breathing deep. I am the living spirit within. I am filled with divine presence that is light, that pours in the top of my head and energizes my pineal and pituitary glands, brings new life into my mind, heart, and body, brings balance, energy, and empowerment that comes direct from the source into my being. I breathe the power of my being fully into my body, knowing I created this body, this wonderful, miraculous body I was assisted to create by divine being. And so I can create now the vessel of a new light that is shining upon the earth. Understanding that, well, we could say the old energy is still hanging about and is trying to kind of take what it can from you, but not paying that any attention, coming back to connect with the divine, realizing, no, you've been working a long time to create this connection. Nothing can interfere with your divine connection unless you let it or let them. Imagine how you see God, Goddess. Perhaps you do see them as male, female beings, deities. That's all right. Just feel what it would mean to you if I said, cuddle up close to the heart divine. Feel the loving arms around you. Feel it quite physically as a real energy of connection, physically, emotionally. Now, right now. Many spirits want you to feel that divine connection without a shadow of doubt, without any loss, without losing any sense of yourself or your own individuality and authenticity. This is the process that is going on. This enlightening time for you upon your earth is full of opportunities for you to prove to yourself that you are indeed the living spirit within, that you do not depend on the physical reality. You are made of light, and that is the most important thing for you. So as you breathe, I feel so grateful for the magic of your being, for your ability to remember and to know your connection with the divine. Feel inside you where that connection is entirely reliable and dependable, that you could even lean on it, and it's really strong and it's not going anywhere. And at any time of day or night, you can open up and feel this presence within you. Feel that confidence, that leaning into your love of God, Goddess. Feel the reality, the truth, the tangibility of your relationship with divine beings. For if you know Chung Fu, then you know there are divine beings here. Relax in the quietude. Moments that need peace for you are many at this time. You need peace. But then again, you also need confidence and personal power. You have to have a balance. So feel in your calling to create the new earth. What is your speciality? What do you want to bring to the feast? The feast of potential, the feast of skills, of services that are coming forward to serve the light. How do you want to do that? personally, yourself. As you look forward, perhaps you are going to carry on with what you are doing so far. Perhaps that is what you are called to do. Or perhaps you're going to be doing that and adding a strand to your work that is new. Perhaps you're not formed yet about how you want to change, what needs to change. And perhaps there is some preliminary work being done inside you to understand safety, taking care of yourself, protecting yourself. For as you know, and we've worked long together, oftentimes you feel the earth to be a very challenging place. A lot of, we could say, many obstacles to overcome. That is how it is. It's always so. It's not just this time on your earth. That's why we do this work, so that you can come into alignment with the deep truth of what you're experiencing emotionally, physically, and mentally under the strain and pressure that in many senses is always there in life. Only perhaps you didn't expect this situation, so it's taken you a little by surprise. You're not quite sure how to play your cards. You're not sure if you got any cards. Because when something takes you by surprise, you feel a little lost, and that matters. That feeling of, calling the divine into places inside you that feel lost. Working with your inner child as you become more and more conscious and aware of feelings that you need to express. And again, understand, you're given the tools of expression to use them. Perhaps you have to take your shoes off and go running through a field, or perhaps in a park if you're in a city, and somehow get away and out of earshot and let your spirit fly. Let your child come forward. Let your desire, your innate desire for freedom and joy express itself. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's gone into hiding. It's in you. You didn't suddenly change overnight. And looking out into the world, the many places that are shut down, to all the people suffering terribly from loss of community, loss of connection, loss of the ability to express, not feeling competent to express, feeling suppressed in their expression. And you realize, all right, well, you understand that you have perhaps done some work and you are perhaps a little bit ahead in calling for this divine presence that can assist you to be in your authentic self. Just breathe for a moment. I love myself. I love this creation, my precious body, physical, emotional, and mental. I breathe in the light divine. I open up all my light body to be its transmitter. I trust God, Goddess, is taking care of me. And I bring that care and trust to deep parts of my soul who might be feeling alienated, disappointed, afraid, shut down, fearful, angry, at a loss. The amount that you are able to trust that shining light, the amount you're able to bring it to shine in you and show you the processes of integration you're going to, this really matters. This is how you grow, by your awareness and understanding of what you're going through. There isn't really anybody else's feelings that are relevant here, only yours. Be very, very understanding to the vulnerable parts of your being. Take great care of your heart, your body, and your mind. And frequently give yourself time and space to breathe, space to feel and hear your own feelings, space to realize that all of those feelings are there to test you, to help you create more strength within your being, that all is well, no mistakes have happened, all is well, because this is your life and it's perfect. It's what your soul is bringing forward for you to work with. Have faith, work deeply. Remember always all the principles of integration, of bringing back all that is yours. Feel any places where you maybe have given away some power, any places where you've given away mental stances which were positive, definite, powerful, and somehow you've given them away. Notice, how are you feeling right now? Do you feel strong? Do you have total confidence that you are being supported, that all is well? Can you feel that confidence? Do you believe it? If you don't, it's all right, but you need to notice you don't and realize that that's your job to change that, to come back into faith with the divine, because the divine didn't go anywhere. Only you got tested perhaps with some triggering situations for your life. Perfect. Give great thanks. Keep remembering, I am the living spirit within. I am here to grow, to evolve. I'm here to manifest my spiritual power, the vision given to me by divine beings, guides, and helpers. I give thanks for this body, for my emotional well-being, for all that I am and all that I have. I give thanks. Breathe deep and feel yourself fully embodying all aspects of your being, especially any that have sort of drifted away due to problems, due to feeling of lockdown or disablement or anything that's happening for you where you feel constricted. Just remember, maybe you are in some ways limited, but in your soul, you're not limited. Remember, this is soul work. There's nothing better than to be challenged in this way, to grow really powerful inner confidence and connection with the divine that transcends all of life's contradictions, difficulties, and challenges. And so with me, give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks for all the opportunities that come forward in my life. I give thanks for all the seeming problems, all the conundrums that seem to present every day. Or I especially give thanks for the challenge to move through fear, to move through anger, knowing that these are primal emotions that can block the creation of the new earth. Coming inside yourself, realize that you completely understand your job in the creation of the new earth, that a moment it is a very inner job. It's a task on the inside for you to stay strong and positive, for you to join with many inner beings of light and bring forward the outer beings of light to join them, but to bring everything on the inside together so that it can manifest in the beauty way. I give thanks for the power divine that flows through me. I give thanks for all the assistance of all kinds that I receive all the time. I give thanks for being supported, lifted up, and shown the hope, the positivity of the future. That I may not know how that will manifest, but I believe in it. I am part of the instrument of total positivity from the divine source, bringing love into being upon the earth. When truth is shown to me, I see it. I understand. I see also those who are in opposition to the truth, to my truth, but I let them go. I do not judge them. I understand that each person has their own trajectory through this most challenging time. I give thanks for my life, for the love in my heart, the clarity in my mind. And I give thanks for this feeling of oneness with the divine. Breathe deep and bring yourself back into your body. Let us look at some of the things that are difficult for you, that challenge you, that perhaps take you away from that feeling of certainty, security, and especially the feeling of agreement and at-one-ment. Noticing there's a lot of argument at the moment in all kinds of different areas of physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual life. Noticing, all right, so what are my beliefs? What is my truth? I am here to serve. I am willing with all my heart to serve the light, to bring truth in for friends, colleagues, students, clients. I fully commit myself to living the best possible life, most radiant, most connected and at one to the divine source, to the deepest truth, which is love. Feel how your own love brings you radiance, brings you calm and peace. When you actually apply it in the physical realm, when you bring it forward and love yourself and honor yourself for everything that you are going through. For the more you learn in this life to fully take responsibility for everything that you feel, experience, see, know, and understand, the more you take that responsibility, the more light shines through you. Because there is no one else that can bring transformation through you into the world. Only you can do that. And the first steps, of course, are for you to tune in and understand everything about you. This compassion, this is a vital ingredient. That you have compassion for yourself, compassion for all your friends, family, and colleagues. That you realize, yes, well, I may be fortunate to be here and working with Chung Fu, but not everybody is. And feeling your compassion growing for all the world who are suffering many different kinds of confusion and lostness, disablement, and disconnection. And as you come out and back in, if you see what I'm saying, out of the journey and back into your body, bring some offerings for the spirit beings who have worked with you. Feel as though you are bringing them from the high world of nature, some beautiful flowers, some crystals, leaves that you bring and offer for your guides and helpers who are always assisting you, releasing, helping you release, and working with you to release any and all negative thought forms as they work with you to bring forward your being into the world. Mm. And so, dear ones, as you come out of that inner focus, which is so important, just gently think of and then tune into any feelings that have come out with you. But especially today, bring forward to me any feelings that challenge you, any feelings that are, in that sense, on top, that make you feel insecure, nervous, afraid, anything happening like that. And any doubts that you have about your ability to connect with the divine source. And let's talk together about it. Peace, beloved ones. And so, as always, I'm dependent upon Jerome's eyes to see if you are asking any questions, as it doesn't seem that you always come forward with your voices on this channel. So I'm going to listen to anything Jerome brings forward for my attention that you might need answering today.
Okay, so some lovely messages of gratitude.
Mm.
Hmm. There's no. Oh, I was wondering if. And then Rachel Williams stopped typing, so.
Yeah. What were you wondering, Rachel, beloved?
Let's see if she writes something in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Caraculito. I'm not sure who that is. I've got a faint idea who that is, but she says, with your help, Chung Fu. Oh, the internet's just. I'm using this special cable that means I don't have to be on the 4G on my phone. I'll just read out that. She says, with your help, we can only win this fight for new life and new change. We have light and all higher beings on our side, and together we will win soon. Blessings and peace.
Well said, beloved one. Well said. That's right. But also remember, actually, you are the ones upon the earth, so I can help, but you are the ones manifesting, and that's right. The strength, the consistency for all of you, the mindset of victory. That's right. That's the most important thing. And to know what that means. What does, in this particular context, in this kind of so-called fight, in this, you know, um, this situation upon the earth, what does victory mean for you? What is the new earth? What does it look like? How are you in it? What is life like for you? And can you visualize and hold the visualization of an earth based on cooperation, collaboration, compassion, love, sharing, deep peace, you know, of abundance for all, thriving, beauty. Can you hold that and believe it 100%? Because that's what matters. That's what creates it. Your belief, your total surety, your complete conviction, exactly, of that victory. Peace, beloved.
Peace.
Mm.
Rachel asks a rather personal question, but I don't know, maybe it can serve other people too that have it with their feet. Chung Fu, would you recommend silica for the ganglion I keep developing on my feet? They are lumps that are getting bigger, lumps on the tendons of my feet.
Mm.
Not painful.
They're not painful?
No.
All right. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Silica as a remedy, um, yes, it's applicable. It's really a remedy for all kinds of cysts and swellings and that kind of thing. It's not quite, it's not quite the picture there, but it can be of assistance. Yes. Um, I would also say to you that there are some more physical type of routines that I'm not really advocating having things, chopped off or anything like that, but an awareness of how to reduce um, those kinds of bunions and swellings. There are those with um, podiatry knowledge that can help you. So I think a visit and to just ask the advice of those who are specialists, especially if they are more of a naturopath podiatrist. And so, yes, there can be some help with silica, but it's not something that I have fully looked into, beloved. Peace.
Charlie Wilson at Sacred Love Healing says living in the same house for the last 7 months has allowed me to launch my business and really gain momentum. Now me and mum are moving to Central America and I feel again destabilized and unsettled. I trust we are being guided, but it's hard to feel grounded.
May I ask where in Central America they are thinking of moving? And is that actually a possibility right now with the laws the way they are and so on?
He says, sorry, maybe that's too much a personal question. I just joined and heard Chung Fu say, what are you finding difficult?
That's right.
Well, we've gone there now, Charlie, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Whereabouts you going there, brother? Meanwhile, um, question, please, for Chung Fu. Dear Chung Fu, I know we have good guys helping humanity right now with all changes we are now watching unfold. How much longer? Any idea on our victory? We do meditate and pray.
I think the thing is to understand that all is perfect. Everything will transpire according to the divine plan. That is an inner statement. It's not really about the outside world or anything specific going on. But it's very testing for you if you have particular visions or expectations or any kind of attachments in the physical world. This faith and this power that we are asking you to build up really is irrespective in that sense of what is happening on the outside. However, I don't then mean, well, disregard it and have no thoughts, opinions, or feelings about what is happening for you on the outside. Stay strong and, well, as I have said many times, it is my belief that by the autumn of this year there will be significant change. What that will exactly look like, I'm not going to commit to because it depends on the oversoul of humanity, decisions being made at this time in the highest realms of ascended humanity and what they are bringing forward for you. Have faith, have trust, stay strong. That's the best advice that I can give to you, beloved. Peace.
Charlie at Sacred Love Healing says Mexico.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, I understand your choice, beloved ones. And it's somewhere I think that your mother has been before and knows a little of her way around there. And I think so far, beloved Charlie and Jane, you've made a good team. And so have faith in this journey. If you are absolutely determined and decided that that's where you want to be. And so all I can really say to you, beloved, is yes, I trust your guides. I trust your helpers. You have a lot to bring forward in the world. And you are working well at it and bringing it forward. So wherever you are in the world, that brings you pleasure, freedom, well-being. But that's really why I'm asking uh, at the present time, about your freedom to travel and so on, and whether that is something you have uh, deeply examined and gone through in that sense with a tooth comb. Peace.
Peace. Kerry Keane says, hi, Chung Fu. Welcome, Kerry.
Greetings. Greetings, dear one.
Elise and Charlie have joined. Hello, guys. Lovely to see
Greetings.
you.
Greetings.
I think that's it for questions. There's no
Mm.
more questions as of yet.
Well,
We
all
can...
right. You're all so enlightened. This often happens in our talks, doesn't it? That you know and understand the work and you're doing it. So stay strong, dear ones, and understand that your work is extremely valuable. In fact, invaluable. It's so valuable.
Rachel asks, is it true that more and more of the dark portals on the planet are being cleared with all the creator beings with us now?
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's actually been the case for quite a while, whatever it may look like on the outside. Massive movements have taken place. And whatever you may think or worry about or feel, the movements are happening very strongly that are clearing and bringing the dark out and the light in. Peace, dear one.
Kerry Keane, I was meditating with some giant sequoia trees yesterday and bought a branch for an offering from my altar. I hear the sequoia tree seeds are from off-world. Can you tell me anything about this? Thanks.
Well, yes, the sequoia seeds arrived a long time ago, and they are, as far as I can see, no, they came deep into the earth and were not activated for, well, millions of years. But they came originally from the Venusian vibration, and from that planet when that was solid, as you might say, and a physical. I say real. It's still a real world, but a physical world. And so, yes, the sequoia trees are very important because they hold that energy, that extraterrestrial presence upon the earth, like other things, like the shungite, like many of the crystals as well, and other plants and mushrooms and other beings that have come to your world, and also bees who come from the Venusian field as well. So, yes, absolutely, there's such connection here on Earth with all of the cosmos. And so, peace, beloved. Yes, that is correct.
Sacred Moon Emergence. I'm not sure who this is, but she looks nice with a drum. So blessed, bringing us together, supporting each other in our work here as the healers, the holders of the light. Big gratitude, Sally, Jerome, Sophie, Chung Fu, and all you offer. Oh,
Beautiful,
bless
dear
you.
one. Thank you for your appreciation. It is a lot of work that we all do together, and it's literally vital at this point of turning around the whole planet back into a divine expression. That's right. It's not the first time, of course. This is has been a massive evolution, an arrival at this point in the history of the earth of great power, of great, how can I say, potential transformation. We've been working at that for a long time. All who come here and all who have an affinity with this work. And you're not new, you can't be. In order to talk with me and with your guides and helpers, you are trained, you have evolved, you understand that this earth is a manifestation from the divine source. And so you are working with the divine source because you can see not all is well within the earth. And so that's good, that's wonderful. We need you. Peace, beloved. Thank you.
Peace. Well, I think that's all the questions.
Great. Oh, dear ones, thank you for coming forward today. What a delight. Thank you for your involvement. Thank you for continuing to work on the inside. Remember that whatever you do,
Oh, apparently there's one more question.
all right, but
Uh,
whatever you do, remember you are precious. You are very precious. You are very valuable to the divine beings and to all your guides and helpers.
I haven't seen your question, Tomas, so maybe write it again. It's not showing above. Just wait a sec. I generally stick to 3 questions on these, and we go deeper on the monthly live private live streams, which I know you come on all of those, Tomas. But I'll ask it. Oh, here it is. What's the spirit energy of MAA, amethyst? What's the spirit energy of amethyst?
What an interesting question. It's a very high energy. Well, most crystalline spirit energies are very high vibration. As you know, if you did my crystalline ascension course, the crystals are here on earth to help you raise your vibration, raise your frequency. Amethyst is all about exactly what we're talking about here today. If you need help with your mental body to stay positive, it's very much a mental body spirit crystal. You know, this amethyst frequency helps your mind to stay very solidly connected to the divine source. So I really do encourage you all to find an amethyst at this time, because that's one of the biggest challenges going on in your world, is to hold your vision, to hold your belief, your faith, your hope, your elevation. You know, that can be very, very taxing and challenging. The amethyst, you put it on your head, put it at the top of your head. If you have several of them, and you can surround your head and put one on your third eye, breathe in and feel that spirit of mental power and clarity coming through the amethyst. Peace, beloved.
Yeah, I actually have amethyst available. If you want to get amethyst, you can email me at shungite61@gmail.com. The next live stream, I'll have to pop that information in the description of this video when it's uploaded, because I'm looking in the diary here and I can't seem to. We have a live workshop on the 12th of March. The
Oh, you
way,
have a live stream way before that.
yeah, but I was just going to tell them about
Mm.
Sally's running
Ah,
actually
I see. Yes,
her
yes.
first her first online course, which is called The Way of the Priestess Oracle, Priestess. So it's for both men and women. So if you want to check that out, you can go over to Sally's Facebook page and have a little look at that. I can also put a link to that information in the description of this video. But we do have one. Well, the last live that happened was on the 16th. So
It's
it will,
probably in about 3 weeks, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's normally every month, so it will be around about that sort of time. Um, yeah, next in about roughly 3 weeks. So probably around the 6th, maybe the next week. But I'll pop the info in the description of the video once it's uploaded after the live. But thanks for asking. That's awesome. Peace.
Peace. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming forward. So, just to finish, beloved ones, feel the community around you and keep building it yourselves. Keep building your own groups, your own gatherings of mental, emotional, and physical at one. That's what matters at the moment, that you find agreement with each other. Have you noticed how much disagreement there is. So try in all ways that you can to find agreement, to find harmony, to create harmony, and to come into alignment with the divine source together as one. This really matters. You've probably seen how there has been a real curtailment of gatherings, community gatherings, spiritual gatherings, celebratory gatherings have all been curtailed. So it really matters that in any way that you can gather online, or in that sense bring sustenance to each other of togetherness, of agreement. It's very sustaining when you find a group that you can agree with, that feels the same as you, and then you can lift up the energy. You see the conflict that goes on, the different opinions, that all it drains the energy out of the positive and into the negative. So thank you for coming forward and being in a wonderful harmony of working together here. We will go on together, creating groups, creating all kinds of, in that sense, allyships with beings of the spirit, bringing in the light, the divine light, to shine upon the earth, bringing in the creative vision to inspire brothers and sisters everywhere. Remember about the earth. Remember about growing food. Remember about creating community that ultimately will meet upon the earth, even if it can't yet. Remember to stay hopeful and strong. Keep doing your beautiful spiritual work, whatever your offerings are. They are precious, valuable, so important. And thank you all for your beautiful love and devotion to the divine, to the spirit beings, angelic beings, and ascended beings. We give thanks for the overlighting protection, the love, blessings, peace, grace, and beauty, the wisdom and wonder, the power and strength. And we give thanks for the healing, the inspiration, and the compassion of the all-in-one divine presence deep within you all. Great blessings to you, dear ones. Blessings and peace.
Blessings and peace. And all of you beauties that have come to join us today, thank you so much. And do remember to give this little video a share if you feel to. And we will see you very soon. Blessings and peace.
Blessings and peace.